Student, we are discussing here transition and inner transition element part 5. In that we are discussing here firstly the common physical properties of D block element. We all of me knowing about this very well, but let me remind all these physical properties once again. All the D block elements are lustrous and shining. They are hard and have high density. They have high melting point and boiling point. They are good conductor of heat and electricity. They have high tensile strength and malleability. They can form alloy with transition and non-transition elements. Many metals and their compounds are paramagnetic. Most of the metals are efficient catalysts. Now let us discuss some common chemical properties of D block element. All D block elements are electropositive metals. They show variable valencies and form colored salts and complexes. They are good reducing agents. They form insoluble oxides and hydroxides. Iron, cobalt, copper, molybdenum and zinc are biological important metals. They catalyze biological reactions. Now let us discuss the differences between elements of 3D series and 4D and 5D series element. The main difference we are discussing here. The elements of 3D series are differ from 4D and 5D series element in stabilization of higher oxidation state in their compounds. For example, molybdenum 5 and tungsten 6 compound are more stable than the compounds of chromium 6 and Mn7. Higher oxidation state of element of 3D series is +7, and in case of 4D and 5D series +8 higher oxidation state is found in RuO4 and OSO4. Now let us discuss next part of this topic is extraction of metals. For starting this, firstly we will discuss some of the terms which asked in board exam. Most metals are found in Earth's crust in the form of their salts such as carbonate, sulfate, sulfides and oxides. This is the noble metals like Au, Ag and platinum, that is silver, gold and platinum. These metals occur in pre-state in the earth crust, and rest is being occur in the form of carbonate, sulfate, sulfides and oxides. Now let us discuss the term that is mineral. Naturally occurring substances obtained by mining containing the metal in free or combined form is called mineral. Naturally occurring substances obtained by mining that contains the metal in free or combined form are called mineral. Now let us discuss the term ore. What is meant by ore? Mineral containing high percentage of metal from which metal can be profitably extracted is called as ore. What is metallurgy? Metallurgy, it is the commercial extraction of metal from their ore is called as metallurgy. Now gangue is the sandy, earthy or unwanted impurities found in ore is called gangue. For example, in silica, silica is gangue in Fe ore, that is the hematite ore is containing the silica as a gangue particle. Now let us discuss the list of minerals and ores of some transition metals. Here we are describing about the metals iron, copper and zinc in detail. Iron having the mineral hematite having the formula Fe2O3. In board exam they ask the formula for the mineral. So please keep in the mind these formulas, and also the important mineral and the important formulas over there. So iron is having the mineral hematite Fe2O3, magnetite Fe3O4, limonite twice of Fe2O3, thrice of H2O, iron pyrite FeS2, siderite FeCO3, and the important point to be noted is that the iron metal is having the ore hematite, which is having the molecular formula Fe2O3. Now let us discuss about the copper metal. which is having the mineral chalcopyrite CuFeS2, chalcocite, and cuprite Cu2O, and here thriosop H2O, iron pyrite FeS2, siderite FeCO3, and the important point to be noted is that the iron metal is having the ore hematite, which is having the molecular formula Fe2O3. Now let us discuss about the copper metal, which is having the mineral chalcopyrite CuFeS2, chalcocite, and cuprite Cu2O, and here chalcocite and chalcopyrite are the ore of the copper. Zinc is having the mineral zinc blende ZnS, zincite ZnO, calamine ZnCO3, out of which zinc blend is used as an ore because it contains the high percentage of zinc. Now there are different type of metallurgy. Three are discussed in your syllabus. First we'll discuss the hydrometallurgy. First type, it is the process of extracting metal from the aqueous solution of their salt using suitable reducing agent is called hydrometallurgy. And the next is being pyrometallurgy, a process in which ore is reduced to metal at high temperature using reducing agent is called pyrometallurgy. Pyro means what? It is high, it is temperature. So let us discuss the third one, electrometallurgy, a process in which metal is extracted by electrolytic reduction of molten metallic compound is called electrometallurgy. So these are the different methods of metallurgy which may ask for the 1 marks. Now we'll discuss steps in metallurgy. There are 4 steps in during the metallurgy. That means from ore we can extract the fine 99.9% metal by doing following type of steps. First is the concentration of ore, second is the conversion of ore into oxides or desired compound, and third is the reduction of ores to form crude metals, and fourth is the refining of metal. This step is important, refining of metal. Now we'll discuss the first term, that is concentration of ore, by doing following type of steps. First is the concentration of ore, second is the conversion of ore into oxides or desired compound, and third is the reduction of ores to form crude metals, and fourth is the refining of metal. This step is important, refining of metal. Now we'll discuss the first term, that is concentration of ore. In new syllabus these processes are excluded, but in old syllabus we have some idea about it, so I am discussing that for you. Concentration of ore is nothing but it is the process of removal of gangue, that means unwanted siliceous particle, earthy particles, they are removed from ore. This process is called as a concentration of ore. The process of removal of gangue from ore is called concentration of ore. Now concentration of ore is done by various kind of a method. Hydrolytic washing, which is also called as a gravity separation using Willfy table. So it is what kind of a table? Is a Willfy table, it having a slanting type of a table, and in which scratches are there. So pulverized, that means finely powdered ore fed on the slanting pore of the Willfy table and kept vibrate. It is kept vibrating. Lighter particle carried by water, heavier particles settle between the wooden ripples fixed on the table. So in this way pulverized ore is concentrated. Now we will discuss the hydraulic classifier method. Now let us discuss about it. It contains the conical reservoir having a hopper at the top and pipe at the bottom. You can see the figure very carefully. Finely divided particles drop through the hopper with powerful water flow through pipe at bottom, and lighter particle carried by water, heavier collected at the apex of the cone. And in this way, by using the hydraulic classifier, we can use the we can do the concentration of the ore. The another method which is used is a magnetic separation method. This is method which is used for the ore which is having magnetic method. Now let us discuss about it. It contains the conical reservoir having a hopper at the top and pipe at the bottom. You can see the figure very carefully. Finely divided particles dropped through the hopper with powerful water flow through pipe at bottom, and lighter particle carried by water, heavier collected at the apex of the cone. And in this way, by using the hydraulic classifier, we can use the we can do the concentration of the ore. The another method which is used is a magnetic separation method. This is method which is used for the ore which is having magnetic property, or gangue which is having magnetic property. Either if gangue or the ore is must have the magnetic property, then only we can use the magnetic separation. See the figure very carefully here. Magnetic separation. Here the powdered ore is powered over a belt of electromagnetic separator. Unattracted non-magnetic part falls to form one heap, and magnetic part of one clings to belt and form another heap near the magnet. Now let us discuss the third one. Concentration method is froth flotation method. Now what is this froth? Froth flotation method is used only for the sulfide ores. The principle behind this is that sulfide particles are generally weighted by oils, while gangue particles are weighted by water. See the figure. It is not included in the syllabus, but we are describing here so that you can know which process is followed for the concentration of the ore. The water in froth flotation method, water and oil when mixed it form froth, which absorb ore particle preferentially weighted by oil and rise to the surface of the froth, and they can be separated or concentrated over there. And the last one concentration process is leaching. So it is a process of extracting soluble material from insoluble solid by dissolving it in a suitable solvent. So these are the core method, concentration method. By using this we can do the concentration of the ore.